sound system is really incredible. For a factory system, it's awesome. But I really like to hear the exhaust. I just have it in normal mode. And it doesn't drone at high speed. So if you're just cruising along in 6th gear, have the cruise control on or whatever, then you're not going to be bothered by any kind of exhaust noise. Very little road noise. I mean, it's a very quiet vehicle in general. The ride is fantastic. The clutch is perfect. I can't imagine a better clutch, transmission, shifter combo than this one. It is absolutely perfect. The steering is perfect. It's very precise. You just move the steering wheel just a little tiny bit and you have that movement. It's tight, but it doesn't wander around the road. It gives you full control, and I love it. I think it's absolutely perfect driving vehicle. For a manual transmission, it feels like it has unlimited power with the 460 horsepower. The gear ratio is perfect. It has that high 6th gear, so that way you're not winding it out at normal speed, like just regular cruising along. It's just the gauge cluster, everything. There's a lot to say that I can't find fault in. I think this is very impressive. And I went into this not being a Ford fan. I didn't hate Ford or anything. It's just I'm not really a Ford person. But when I started driving this vehicle, it made me realize why there's so many Mustangs on the road. It is just a fantastic driving vehicle. Ford with the Mustang they have really refined this vehicle. I guess it's been out for over 50 years or whatever, so they did a great job. Feels good. Another thing is, with the clutch system, I was able to just get in it and drive it. It didn't take me 5 minutes to get used to the clutch. It was just so natural feeling. Some vehicles I get in, it takes me forever to get used to that clutch. It just feels weird or something. There's something different about it. This one is just get in it, and just within a couple times of shifting gears, I was just ready to go. Very enjoyable. Occasionally I'll get a glare from this piece of plastic right here, or glare when the sun's shining directly on it. It has a massive glare on the screen. Other than that, I can see the screen really good. Night driving this vehicle is fantastic. You should check out my night video. Since I have rev matching on, when I downshift, you can hear the engine revving up to match where the RPMs are going to land when I continue with that shift, when I'm downshifting. Upshift, it doesn't do that. But if I downshift, the RPMs are going to have to go up, so it raises the RPMs to that estimated area. And that way it lands perfectly. It doesn't have that momentary engine braking when I switch gears. It handles curves really nicely. No leaning or rolling, really solid feeling. All right, so now I have it in track exhaust mode. So like I mentioned in the main video, that this track mode is not super loud, but it is significant. It is noticeably louder. So it's just a little bit louder, and it just sounds fun. But when you have it in the higher gears and you're just cruising along, there's no droning, even in track mode. The brakes are awesome. I mean, when I push that brake, it comes to a complete stop. I really like the simplicity of this gauge cluster right here. It shows the RPMs there, the gear, and the speed. And that's just about it. I mean, it's very big and easy to read, and the colors are useful. These seats are the only issue I have. They just squeeze my rib cage. It's just a little bit too small for my particular body size. But they are the upgraded Recaro seats. You don't have to have those, but you definitely want to check them out and sit in them for an extended period of time before you make the decision to upgrade. When you have the cruise control set, you can change gears and not affect, the cruise control will not turn off. It will just continue when you complete the gear change. So I think that's really good. In the past, a lot of manual transmissions would be, if you were to push the clutch, it immediately disengages the cruise control, just like if you were to push the brake. But this one does not do that. It just waits for you to complete your gear change and resumes the cruise control at the set speed.